Look at that.
I'd like to disagree with you
All right,
about college as a scam.
Okay.
Just because there's 50% of people who you say don't need college to get a job, why would it be a scam? There's a social impact about college, on America. College is, good.
The majority of kids that go to college when they graduate have a lower view of America than when they entered. Do you think that's a troubling thing?
I think just changing your opinion doesn't really matter too much.
Do you think that college teaches responsibility and hard work? And
Sure.
Okay, well, I find that hard to believe. Why is it that employers are more and more not wanting to hire college graduates, and they actually want to hire people that didn't go to college?
What employers?
You can name them out, man. Walmart just got rid of their, even in their corporate level, so you don't need to go to college. Koch Industries, one of the largest employers in the country, from Georgia Pacific Railroad to Dow Chemical. They said, we no longer want kids that have gone to college because they end up causing problems because they're super entitled and they have all this like left-wing nonsense that they've been filled with.
Well, then you have engineers, doctors, lawyers, people that
Sure, we need that, but that's less than 20% of the people that go to college.
Thank you. That's a small group of people. Yep.
College.
Yeah, but
college
it'd
is
be
an
wrong to say
institution.
college is a scam if 25% of people
Guys, I have a master's degree, and I can tell you guys, college is a scam.
become great people. Lawyers, doctors, engineers.
That's
able
not
to
what
really
college
help the
currently
world.
is, though. Again, I'm happy to have you read the book. College is a scam. I wrote it. I can have a more wordy thing, which is the vast majority of people that go to college are receiving a scam for the money that they're borrowing. Vast majority. Of course, there's exceptions. You can make whatever you want with your life. I mean, you could. But I mean, when you enter into an enterprise, you need to know that you are
going to college
let
make
me
more
prove
money
this
at
to you.
the end.
How many of you guys have to take classes that are a waste of time that you wish you wouldn't have to take? Every single hand. You're being scammed against your will to take classes.
He's right, guys. That's why in the UK, college is only 3 years. I think in Germany, you can get a bachelor's in 3 years because you don't waste your freshman year taking useless classes. Guys, I remember freshman year, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I taking these stupid classes? Why?
Classes that make you go further into debt. Why can't you say, I don't want to take this class? Why are you why as a customer you can't say?
Can you do a differential equation?
You what?
Can you do a differential equation?
Can I do
Can you explain to me the anatomy of a human?
Like somewhat off the top of my head.
You know what psychology is.
Yes, I do know what psychology is.
Okay, can you explain to me?
Do you want me to explain psychology?
Well, you can't explain it to the depths of a bachelor's degree or a PhD.
Well, hold
or
on a second. Time out. I've sat here with no notes, no phone, and debated people with PhDs,
because you study
masters.
this because it's your job.
Hold on. I didn't go to college, man. That's the point. Is you can do whatever you want without a college degree. You can listen to podcasts, read books. You don't need to go.
Gauss wasn't able to go to the University of Göttingen. That's literally the reason.
I can't hear what you said. What did you say?
You know Gauss, right? Mathematician.
Yes, vaguely, sure. Okay.
Vaguely.
Yes, vaguely. Yeah.
Oh,
do you know who Milton Friedman is? Do you know who Herbert Marcuse is? You know who Thomas Sowell is?
Do you use a phone?
Do you know who Gouverneur Morris is?
Well, that's because of Gauss.
No, you don't. So I could do gotcha too.
Like
so
Euler
going
to university is the reason that he was able to become so proficient in mathematics.
So here's
change the world.
The majority of kids that go to college
Most people
are
that get
more depressed than when they enter.
PhD degree are able to perform much better in their field than someone who doesn't.
Well, then, if that's the question, if that really is true, if college is this amazing accelerant, then why do so many people?
I wouldn't say it is accelerant, but if you're looking at a field of science, right?
Let me finish, man.
And you want to
see, guys, this is how Gen Z debates. This kid here thinks that he's debating. He wants to do a monologue, right, guys? This is a dialogue, okay? Blackest Night says he has 3 degrees, MBA, but but guys, look, he has MBA finance and construction, useful degrees. But guys, look, I'm from the Pacific Northwest. Guys, here in the chat, put the craziest degree that you know, like of a person that you know, okay? That you know personally. Guys, I know a girl who got her master's in liberal arts. She has a master's degree in liberal arts. A master's degree in liberal arts.
Have you taken a communication course, or have you not done that yet?
You need a degree.
All right. Let me make my point. If that's the case, why do half of these kids end up with anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 in debt, and they end up getting a job that says, "Oh, sorry, you never needed the degree in the first place"?
Yeah. Yep.
Why is that the case? Tell me.
Someone said theology. Yeah. Liberal arts. Yeah. Marketing. Yeah. Yep. Brian says he has his HVAC certificate. There you go, man. Look at that, making that money. Oh, there, a marine biology. It's not even worth the paper it's printed on.
People on average, once going to college, make more money.
Hold on, that's not true. They end up getting a job.
That is.
That's only if they graduate and it depends on the field of study. Do you know,
guys? And even if you were to say that the average person makes more money than the person that doesn't have a college degree, they don't count on the debt and the interest that they're going to have to pay. This is why I always tell you guys, if you have a guy who's doing HVAC making $80K a year with no debt, and a chick who's a lawyer making $90K a year but with $200,000 in debt, that guy is worth more and actually earns more than a chick. Even if you have a chick making six figures and she has that law school debt, guys, because she's never going to pay that debt off, ever. Josh says, my sister's in debt for some liberal arts class. I can't remember which one. Damn. Look at
that. The average college graduate now is getting a job at $61,000 a year. The average plumber after 18 months, $68,000 a year.
Well,
the
sure,
average
but the
welder,
plumber
$72,000 a year.
With peers.
The plumber didn't go to college. The plumber went to trade or technical school. There's 11 million job openings that do not require a college degree in this country.
Well, who engineered the stuff plumbers use?
I'm sorry, what?
Who engineered the stuff plumbers use?
I'm sure someone here. I mean, that it's like
someone with a degree.
It's like saying who designed
college.
the airplane for the pilot to fly. I mean,
someone with a degree that went to college. Pilots go to college.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying you get rid of all places of higher learning. The way it's currently comprised for you guys, the amount of debt you have to go into, the classes that you have to take.
Don't get rid of places of higher learning, but then you go on to say college is a scam.
Every 15 seconds. You're not debating in good faith because it is a scam. So let me ask you a question. Can you point to other things of American life the last 100 years that have been scams? For example, when they run an advertisement, they say, buy these pills because, we're going to make you super muscular. And they don't have all the fine print that it might not work and you have to have a monthly subscription.
Original, what's up, man? Steve is here. What's up, Steve? Patrick says 500K in debt just to work for Jack in the Box. Batty Commander, what's up, dude? Remixer, what's up, man?
We shut down that business for being
That's a little
scam.
different, though. That's a
How
product.
Is it different? Hold on a second. When you show up to college, did they tell you have to take all these classes that you didn't sign up for? Did they? Oh, it said that you're gonna have to take all these different classes. Did they tell you that half of you guys would not ever use your degree when you go into your career? How many guys knew that? You guys knew that when you signed up?
Well, college is what you make of it, right?
Well, then you're stupid, right? Then you're stupid, guys. Here's the thing. When I was young, they just said going to college is the best thing to do, guys. Honestly, if I can go back again. Guys, here, you know what? Let's punt the brakes, right? Punt the brakes, okay? There's two things that I would do, guys. I'm pretty successful in my in my regular life. I make good money. I have a good job, But if I could do this again, I wouldn't do life the way that I did it now. Guys, I would, straight out of high school, I would move to Wyoming. I lived there for 8 months until I could say that I was a resident, and then I'd go to University of Wyoming. The cheapest school to go, the cheapest state school for the longest time was University of Wyoming, right? I go there, major in like accounting or IT or something, right? Or I joined the military. I joined the Air Force. Join the Navy, right? Go to get my degree, go to officer school, and be an officer in the Navy or the Air Force. That's what I do. Like I look back on like why I didn't do that, because I had student loans, but I paid them off. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have any student loans now, but I was paying on my student loans for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a lot, but it was enough to piss me off. And I know people that are my age that are cooked, because I'm 44. They're cooked because of their student loans. Can't buy a house, can't do anything. Credit scores jacked up. Didn't even take the cough period that Trump gave us to pay off student loans. They're just cooked. That's all I can do is laugh at them. So yeah, guys, that's what I would do. I would either go to like the cheapest state school and major something, any anything but engineering, but something useful, you know? And then I would, or I'd join the military.
You guys are willingly participating in the scam. Good for you. The point is this, is that most kids know deep down they're getting ripped off. The number one.
Yeah, Patrick Black, school is a business. And guys, just like the workforce, where women went into it and doubled it and ruined wages, with schools is even worse. So Blackest Night says, I remember back when I was in college while delivering pizzas for Domino's, B-dubs laughed at me. Now I have I have 3 degrees, no student loans. Yeah. Yep.
One thing I hear from people across the country in corporate America, boy, college is a waste of time. Boy, I wish I never would have gone. Now I have $60,000 in debt, $70,000 in debt. I wanted to start a business, but now I don't have the credit to do it. Instead, we are wasting our most prized possession, our 18 to 22-year-olds, to go stick them at many universities when they shouldn't be here in the first place. And it is a failed project. It is making us poorer. And by the way, just look at the actual numbers over a period of time. Has it worked? Is homeownership now going up for young college graduates?
Well, how are we going to blame that on college, though?
It's the
because it's a scam. Because it's a scam, you thunderhead. What are you talking about? How are they this stupid?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
For no reasons that people are not able to buy homes.
It's the most equally applicable.
Korg, what's going on, my friend?
Thing across the board for a generation.
So.
And if you look at the average, how much debt do you have to go to school, by the way?
None.
Okay, wow. Are you on scholarship or?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's paying for your college then?
Probably the federal government.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm paying for your college is what you're saying. My taxes are paying for your college. So wait, you're on grant or what?
I'm not going to discuss my college finances.
Okay.
Well, no, this is really important. This is why you're so defensive of college.
Yeah.
This is why you're so forceful, because you don't have to walk around the rest of your life with $100,000 student loan debt.
I know plenty of people that have part-time jobs and go to college.
This explains you perfectly. I, the taxpayer, when I write my check to the IRS, I'm subsidizing your ability to go to college.
Okay. When I write my check to the IRS, I also give money for people to go to college.
You should have skin in the game. You should, and you don't right now. You are doing a freeloading thing. Of course you should be defensive of college.
I pay taxes. I pay federal taxes. I pay state taxes.
And you get it back.
I'm sure I pay a little bit more than you, but that's a separate issue. But the point is this, is that do you think you pay anywhere close to the tuition value you get at the school? Probably not.
Yeah, probably I do. It's like $5,000 a semester. It's a lot of money, but you get a lot out of that.
Wait, hold on. How much is it to go to school here?
It's around $5,000.
So in-state?
In-state, yeah.
Okay, did that include room and board and tuition?
No.
Okay, how much does that cost?
Room, board, tuition, all of it's around $11,000.
$11,000 a semester. So you pay $22,000 a year in taxes?
No.
Okay, right. So you're in a tax deficit, which means the U.S. taxpayer is subsidizing your education. That's fine. I'm not faulting you for it, but this is why you're so defensive, is you're detached from the price. You're detached from the cost. It's easy to be defensive of something you're not paying for.
So scooting around, I saw some people with the shirt that says school, college is a
Guys, and here's the thing. Here's how the scam works, guys. Remember, guys, propaganda works. You look at why people stopped smoking. It's because they made a strategic propaganda campaign, okay? Imagine that you had Korg's school, right? Korg State School. And from 1865 to 1997, he had a business school, a math school, a medical school, and a law school. Well, guess what? They pressure all these women to go into college, and all these young men. Now, all of a sudden, Korg School has a sociology school, has a criminal justice department, has English, and they jacked the tuition up 195%. From when I started college to when I graduated grad school, tuition jumped up almost 200%, guys, at least.